almost all nations believe in giving a roof to cover every family's head. How does the government address this? Okay, this is still in social studies. Is it letter A, establishing homes for middle-class families? Letter B, driving squatters along riverbanks? Letter C, developing housing czars? Letter D, creating a cabinet for housing? Okay, what does the government do to fulfill the objective of giving a house to every family? Okay, so again, almost all nations believe in giving a roof to cover every family's head. How does the government address this? Is it through establishing homes for middle-class families, driving squatters along riverbanks, developing housing czars, creating a cabinet for housing? Karamihan po sa inyo, yung sagot ay letter C. So karamihan ba ay tama or karamihan ay mali? All right, the correct answer for this one is letter D, creating a cabinet for housing. That's why we have our National Housing Authority or NHA. Now, in the cabinet of President Duterte, it used to be Vice President Leni Robredo who was the head of the NHA. Hindi ko lang alam ngayon kung sino na, okay? So I've already told you as an advice, please make sure that you know the heads or the cabinet members of President Duterte before you take the LET. I cannot give you the list because I have tried looking it up online. I cannot find the complete list. Alam ko marami ng pagbabago, so I cannot give you the complete list of the cabinet members of President Duterte. But please make sure that you know the cabinet members head or the cabinet members of President Duterte. Now, bakit letter C ay mali? Ang meaning po kasi ng czar would be authority, someone who's powerful. So when you say developing housing czars, these are businessmen whose business is housing. Okay, so this is like Manny Villar na merong Crown Asia. Okay, so ito po yung mga nagmamay-ari ng mga housing na business. Okay, so that's why we cannot choose letter C. The correct answer is that we have our cabinet member who's the head of the housing, okay, the housing programs of the government, which is what we call nga the National Housing Authority. All right, we go to number 3. It's okay, we move on. It's just one mistake. We are learning by trial and error, and that's one of the best methods of learning. All right, we go to number 3. A kitchen fuel that has caused big conflagration in homes and cities is the letter A, use of firewood. Letter B, use of sawdust as fuel. Letter C, use of gas stove. Letter D, use of biomass. Okay, now the correct answer for this one would be letter C. Letter C po, use of gas stove. That is correct. Ang ating pong hint dito would be cities. Okay, homes and cities. So ano nga ba yung ginagamit na kitchen fuel sa cities? Wala naman nang gumagamit ng firewood masyado sa cities. There is a variation of this question. Merong isang question na yung sabi lang doon ay homes. If that happens, your answer would be firewood. But in this case here, it has the term cities. So your correct answer would be letter C, the use of gas stove. The use of gas stove po. Now, letter D, what is the meaning of biomass? Biomass is a type of fuel that we get from natural resources. So these are from plants. Okay, so plants po is, your biomass is a natural type of fuel, okay, that we get from the plants that we have.